Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I was getting a message here saying that there was a problem, but hopefully everyone can see me. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. My weekend was good. A little rain, but other than that, it was good. So hopefully everyone had a excuse me had a great weekend. I thank you for joining me this morning on my live. And today I'm gonna talk about something that was discussed by Missy and Luba on Friday. And it's about um, the children of entrepreneurs. Now, I don't personally have any children, but I do have a nephew who I love very much. And I would hope that I would have an influence on him as well. But it's about as we go through our entrepreneurial day to day, our children are watching us. Children are like sponges. They pay attention to more than adults think that they do. And I know that from experience and from, things I've heard from friends who have kids that they pick up on things. So Luba was talking about her daughter and how her daughter wrote 100-page book, and to me it was all because Luba and her work ethic and her drive, her mindset, leading by example, is what influenced um, Luba's daughter to decide she wanted to write a book. Um, One thing I really like too is our the as we go through our journey, as we're on our path, as we're doing our businesses, we get challenges, we have bumps in the road, and so those two can actually, I should say, how we handle those, how we get through those, how we elude those if we can, is also something that our children see, and it influences them in their decision making, in their problem solving. It can have an effect or have an influence on them when they see their parents doing that. And also, as entrepreneurs, we talk about self-care, we talk about self-growth, we talk about mindset, and our mindset can also be picked up by our children. So again, like I was saying, as entrepreneurs, it's kind of like a roller coaster ride. There's ups and there's downs, and sometimes we fail. And if we have children, they see those failures. However, they also see how we pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and keep right on. And so our fearless attitude, our unwavering dedication, and our forward movement also is noticed by our children. That too can influence their as they navigate through adulthood or their childhood and adulthood. One thing was really nice is yesterday I called my mom and talked with her for a little bit. And so I don't only have a 9 to 5 on the weekends, I also clean. The nice thing about cleaning is that it is um, we kind of make our own schedule. We have places, it's commercial cleaning, so we have places to clean, but we can decide what day and what time we want to go, as long as they're closed. And I was talking to my mom, and I was checking on her because she's having a little bit of health issues. So we were talking, and I told her, oh, we're out cleaning. And at the time, we had stopped to get something to drink. And she was like, what she said to me, I can't remember exactly how she said it, but she was like, oh, she was like, you never rest on 7 days a week. I was like, I know. I was like, but one thing that I know is I got my work ethic from you all, is what I told her. So my parents, my dad, he was always working, always working. He not only had a 9 to 5, he was HVAC, but he had his own business, cleaning business, and I helped on that a lot. Like when I was in school, going through, during summer breaks in school, so I would help him clean. We cleaned restaurants, we cleaned office buildings, and as much as I didn't like it, it taught me early to work hard. And honestly, seeing my parents working, even my mom, it was kind of off and on. She was mostly a stay-at-home mom, but it got to a point where she needed to go get a job. So she would go find a job and she would work for as long as she needed to. And that work ethic, that determination to provide for their family, us children, I have a sister and a brother, they worked hard for us. And a lot of times kids don't realize that, until they get older. But I told my mom that, working hard, making a living, whether we're not getting rich. So it's just basically making a living, making sure that your bills are paid, and, you take care of whatever else. You have children, that your children are being taken care of. They have a roof over their head, clothes on their back, shoes on their feet, money for school when it's time to go to school. And that makes you proud. It makes you proud to be able to hustle and provide. And I think you get more of an appreciation out of your out of working, out of doing your job, out of the living that you or things that you're providing for your family. And I get pride out of that. I've always worked very hard, even at secular jobs. I've always tried to do the best that I can. And that was because of my parents. My parents instilled that ethic in me and my sister. And it serves us to this day. So that conversation with Luba really got me thinking about that. And it's a wonderful thing. I think that setting your children up for whether or not they want to be entrepreneurs, that's one thing. But I think as they see you in your everyday, they use you as an example. The mindset, getting past roadblocks, failing at something, getting right back up and dusting yourself off. They see that, and that is how they make the decision to conduct themselves as they go through their life. Time management and prioritization, that's another area that as entrepreneurs we kind of have to juggle. It's especially when we have children and we may have more than one business that we're running. So it kind of teaches our kids how to manage time, how to multitask, the importance of being able to do that and still be successful in the endeavors that we're involved in. all of that helps. But one thing that's important is quality time as a family. Your children see you doing your hustle and making your living, providing everything that they need. And then you take time out to spend with them and make great memories with them. It's another thing I remember from my childhood, just memories with my parents. We used to go on family trips. The places that we go, they're like, to this day, my most favorite places to be. I remember them and I always want to go. And it's the memories that you make together that is also very important and really it ties in with everything. And by doing that, you set that example for your child, and your child will grow up and do the same things. If they want children, do the same things with their children. It's a beautiful thing. And that discussion just helped me to realize that I am thankful to my parents for all their hard work. I am thankful that I picked up on that ethic, and that I use it to my life, in my life to this day. And I always want to give 100%, 110% if I can, to everything that I do. So anyway, that experience that Luba had shared kind of resonated with me, moved me. And so I wanted to talk about that a little bit this morning. And I know sometimes parents feel like they aren't spending enough time with their children, or they feel bad or guilty sometimes about how much time that they have to spend away from their children, if that's what their job or their endeavor is called, it required. Excuse me, if it requires them to take time away from their children. But I also think that the children understand. The older they get, they understand. Of course, they miss their parents, their mom, their dad. And I think I'm mostly talking to single mothers, real single fathers as well. I mean, it's a juggling act for both of them, because they not only have to make a living for the family, but they have two roles that they are now having to fulfill. And it's a beautiful thing that they set that good example for their children. So one thing I've heard, during my life is, and this is from adults, is that their mother or their father is their superhero. So I truly believe that we are superheroes to our children, especially when we're able to instill in them the necessary tools to be a contributing, functioning adult. There's sometimes too many children out there who are not, because the parents kind of don't instill those same values in their children. And so, again, that story resonated with me, and I saw some comments about it, and I decided that's what I would like to talk about today. So we keep on pushing as entrepreneurs, keep on traveling down that road, and know that we're influencing children. And honestly, I kind of thought about this too. It's not just children. I don't have any children, but I hope that I am influencing someone else who's watching my journey. I don't really have anyone, but there might be some who have a sister or a brother or some other relative, or even just making their parents proud because they are being successful in what they are doing. So again, shows that being an entrepreneur, not just about making money, not just about starting a job. It is about everything that we have to do. Sorry, y'all. Oh, nice on YouTube. Thank you. I try to be. I give everything I have to what I believe in, and I believe in hard work. It's again was instilled in me, and I know that all of us out there, entrepreneurs, with our children watching, or a sibling or whatever, someone watching us is very proud of us, as we can be proud of ourselves and take true satisfaction in what we are accomplishing on a day-to-day basis. So that's it. And that's what I wanted to discuss. And I want to thank each and every one of you for instilling those wonderful values into your children and them using that as they go, as they forge their own path in life. So everyone have a wonderful day. Marissa Missy will be back on Wednesday with her live, and then we'll be back on Friday at 8 a.m. Wednesday 8 a.m. with Missy, Friday 8 a.m. with the both of us on a roundtable. Tomorrow will be a brand new podcast. The spotlight went out last week, so we get to hear more from Rivka. And we will be back. See you again very soon. Everyone, please have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. And like we always say, if we can do it, you can do it. And believe me, if I can do this, I know you can do this. I know you can. So please keep on trucking, and we're here to support in any and every way that we can. Love you guys. All right. Bye-bye.